just because I know how to do it does not mean that I have to do it. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're just coming here for the first time, welcome. And if this is not your first time coming, welcome back. What's up? How you doing? My name is Awele, aka Awele, aka Awele Special, aka Fine Wine. You already know, right? Mm. I know you know. Okay. So at this very moment, right now, today's date is the 27th of May 2023, and it's officially my birthday. Right about now, I want you to guess in the comment section how old you think I am. People always feel it too. I'm not surprised if you don't get it, but you should know you're my bestie, right? Wish me a happy birthday. Leave me prayers in the comments. Just make me feel good today, okay? Make me happy today. To start off this new year, new year, new me. At this my big age, I have strong opinions about certain things. I decided to come and share these things with you. Some of the challenges or some of the things I've come to realize, overcome, or work on, or I'm working on right now in my 20s. It's my intention for this video to be as short and precise as possible. I do not want to waste your time, and I do not want to waste my time too. Because, as I said, it's my birthday, so I want to go and sleep and wake up and just be receiving calls and be happy today. That's my plan. I just want to be happy. I want to be spoiled and be taken care of. If you see me looking down, I'm looking at my laptop. My laptop is here, and that's where all my notes are and everything. So let's just get right into this video, okay? One thing I've learned in my 20s so far, or I've decided to stop doing in my 20s, is to stop hustling. I have been the kind of person that I always felt like I had to be doing something at every point to make money. And I'm not even joking. I said it in my first video, the first video I ever dropped in this channel, that the first business I ever did in my life was to sell mangoes. I was not joking. I was in primary five at that point. But for some reason, I always felt like, I needed to do something. So I was just doing these things. Now, I'm not saying that, okay, I was wrong to do those things. But I feel like if I had paused a bit, like I had just paused and really tried to understand why I was even doing what I was doing in the first place, I feel like I would have been able to develop strategies, I would have been able to plan more, and I would have been able to do more at this age. Do you understand? Like, I've done well for myself, or I'm doing well for myself, disclaimer, but I feel like I could have done so much more if I had just paused and tried to understand what I was doing and how to do it better than just simply doing it just because, oh, I had the skill. Oh, there's mango tree in my house. Let me just pluck it and just pluck mangoes and give it to people to be selling. Oh, I'm creative. I'm very good with my hands. Okay, so if I just be doing and be selling, like I just understood buying and selling. I did not really understand. I didn't really pause to think about how to scale. Okay, so I feel like that's something I have dropped. In fact, I've dropped it. I'm trying every day. I'm trying, but by God's grace, I've dropped it. Like, I don't just do things just because I want to make money anymore. Like, I actually think and pause and ask myself what the future is in whatever I'm doing before I do it. Number two important thing that I have learned in this my 20s is to be disciplined. Guys, hmm, without discipline, you literally will not be able to do anything except by a stroke of luck, which I feel will not last if even if after you struggled or you struck luck, you still do not pause and try to imbibe that character or habit of discipline. I don't know if I'm making sense to you, but like really be disciplined. Like I actually became conscious of the fact that I was not disciplined, especially in things that bordered on my finances and my business. Like I was just doing things based on vibes. Like I have this skill, so let me do it. Oh, it's something I love, so let me do it. Right? I'm passionate about my work, so let me do it. But I was not disciplined enough to say, okay, this is the exact time I have to wake up to do. It was basically on vibes. Like it was on vibes. I'm just very grateful that I have things that I'm passionate about. If not, maybe I'll have crash landed. I think the one reason I didn't understand on time or I didn't realize on time that I was not disciplined was because I was getting things done. I would procrastinate, right? But like last minute, I'll just rush up and just do everything at once and just create magic. I'll get my things done. Like my work, I never slack. Like if I tell you that I'm going to get your work, your hair or whatever, like depends on what I was doing at that particular time. Like I sell hair. This is from my hair brand, Hair Like Fine Wine on Instagram. Check us out, okay? And tell them or tell me that you're from me, if that makes sense, right? Okay, so I'll always get things done, but I find myself being burnt out or being tired or trying to recover because I have binged work, right? Because I did not have discipline like for the longest time. It's indiscipline that will make you just be working based on passion. It's indiscipline that will make you know that you have a job to submit or a work to submit or a product, depends on what you're doing, right? To submit at 8 p.m. or 7 p.m. and 30 minutes before the time is when you are rushing, especially when you know that it takes like 2 hours or 3 hours to do stuff, right? I know that there are people that have like some disorders like that where you are not able to do things when you're supposed to do them, it makes you restless, things like that. Yes, I know, like that's something like that. But don't just be claiming these things by yourself. You sometimes you know that you yourself you are the problem. Nothing is worrying you. Nothing's happening to you. If you just try to imbibe the culture of discipline, it will help you. As little as doing things like waking up at a particular time every day when you are working, even if you're working for yourself, will help you. It will go a long way in your journey, and I'm not even joking. It has helped me, and I feel like that's something I'm taking into my next year. Another tip I have learned, or another thing I have learned, is that I don't have to do everything. Just because I know how to do it does not mean that I have to do it. The biggest currency you have is your time. You cannot just be spreading it anyhow just because you can do it. You now do it. I'm looking at this thing or not having to do everything in terms of business opportunities and job opportunities mostly because that's what applies to me. Now, I don't know if this happens to everybody, but I know that it happens to a lot of creatives, right? Most times when you are a creative, you actually do not have one talent. Let's be honest. I know many people that are creatives. Mostly, if you know how to do makeup, right? If you're a good makeup artist, chances are that you'll be very good with hair. Like it just comes like that somehow. It just not creative people don't just have one talent. That's what I believe. Oh. That's what I believe. That's what I have seen, right? That's what I have noticed in myself with other creatives that I know. Most times they don't have just one talent. Do you understand? It's almost like they have so many talents, and sometimes if you are not careful, you find yourself just not staying in one enough for that one to grow before entering another one. It's a real problem. Someone like me now, I know how to make beads, I know how to make hair. If you leave me, I can do everything by myself. I want to make my clothes by myself. I can even use my hand to sew my clothes. Like I'm that kind of person. I want to do everything by myself. And because of that, in my early years, I found myself just, this one is selling now, let me just go and do it. Oh, this one is selling, let me go and do it. Oh, because somebody knows you can do something, they just call you from nowhere. I'm like, can you like me? I used to crochet in school. Like I used to do knitted bags and purses and all those things in school, amongst other things. Those things. Imagine somebody calling me now and saying, Awele, I remember that I used to do crochet in school. How far would you like to do crochet for me or for a crochet post for me? Or do you know something time consuming? Honestly, younger me, I would accept it. I would be like, yes, I can do it. Like even if I have work that's killing me, or I have like a plan that I've drawn out, like for my business, for anything, I would actually be like, okay, that one can wait. Let me quickly make this more cash. Sharp, 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 sharp. Let me run the streets sharp, sharp before I would you know, before I'll continue on my plan. Before you know it, when you do that crochet, another person will ask for that crochet. You will do like two or three. Sometimes that distraction is needed because then it pushes you to what exactly you want to do or what exactly was made for you. Do you understand? But sometimes these job opportunities or these business opportunities, they're actually distractions from like your main goal. So learn how to say no some kind of jobs or to some kind of business. That is, I don't know I'm telling you because I think I should be telling myself because it's more like something I'm taking into my new year because it's something I started doing, I think maybe just last year or last, like I said, these things, there are things I've learned in my 20s. Okay, so not every business opportunity is for me, not every job opportunity is for me. Sometimes just, oh, let me go and work in 9 to 5 for 5 months first. Oh, let me go and do this for 2 months first. Oh, let me do this for this time. Especially when you're not doing for long enough, you're not staying on that course for long enough, you're just wasting your time. You just see that you are wasting your time. Time is going, and you are going into another different decade entirely in your life, and you're just moving from this place. And when they ask you, say, I can do. There's nothing I cannot do. I've made this. It's not an achievement to keep your focus to something for as at least for long enough for it to grow. That's what I'm taking into my new year. I'm going to be more intentional about that in my new year. Like I'm not going to be rigid. I'm not saying I'm going to be rigid, but like if I have a plan, I'll try as much as possible to stick to that plan. If it's 1 year, that business, my new business is going to take, I'll stay on that for 1 year before I do something else. Like not just jumping from one. I don't have to do everything. Another thing I'm going to stop doing is to try as much as possible to stop investing in things that I don't really understand. It all comes back to that hustle culture I was talking about earlier, like just trying to do everything. Oh, forex is booming. You go into forex, you don't even know what it is. Just say, my friend, that fine, you sabi this forex, make we do it together now. You don't understand, you don't even know what it's about. Why are you trying to do forex when you don't understand it? Give time to invest in knowledge first before you start trying to invest in things that would give you cash return fast. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying that forex is bad. I'm just saying try and understand it. Don't be like, oh, they are making money in forex, so let me go and put my money in it. It's an investment. Also, they say it's an investment. When you put your money, it will bring back to something. I've been making dollars in no time. See, guy, nah, put your money here. See, it's always sweet when partnering to invest too. In fact, it's the sweetest thing. You say sometimes when you're among some kind of friends or some kind of people, they can even make you feel like you are wasting your life because you're not investing, right? You're wasting your life because you're not investing. You are not buying properties, or you're not buying. You're buying property in a place that you don't even know. You don't even know where the place is. First of all, let's even start from there. You don't even know if they're selling main road to you. See, I'm just saying, before you invest in anything physically, even though me, I don't even feel like your early 20s, except you started life very, very early, right? I don't think your early 20s is even a time to start investing in things that yield physical money immediately, like external things apart from yourself. Your early 20s is to invest in yourself first, right? Now, after you invest in yourself, then you can now start looking at other things. And when I mean investing in yourself, I'm thinking things like in knowledge. See, there will always be investment opportunities. Yes, you miss one, you're still going to see another investment opportunity in front. I promise you, they know they finish. As long as you don't squander your money, as long as you're not living recklessly, as long as you're not wasting your money, there will always be investment opportunities. Don't try to just give yourself deadlines for no reason. Oh, I must start my investment at the age of 21. But have you invested in knowledge though? Do you know what you're doing though? Have you invested in trying to understand what it is exactly you want to invest in? Have you? Have you? I feel like if we make we do more investment in ourselves, in acquiring knowledge about things that we want to start before actually starting them, we would do better, we'll be better, we would achieve better results. It's not just to be jumping and just, oh, there's this opportunity here, let's go and do it. Most times, my dear, you will crash. Like it's that they scam you, or you yourself you scam yourself because you might not go and make inquiry. And this happened to me. I made rubbish mistakes in my life. Let's just say it like that. But I'm just saying that one thing I'm going to stop in my new year, in this new year, is to stop investing in things I don't understand. Another thing I've learned in my 20s so far, and I'm definitely taking with me in this new year, is to take notes. If you can journal, actually journal. Take notes. It's important. Take notes of your ideas, take notes of your patterns, take notes of everything. As human beings, we have a million and one thoughts going through our minds daily. I realized that if you can actually jot down some things, that just some things out of the many thoughts that we have daily, and reflect on those things, we'll go far. I used to be the person that would just have thoughts or have ideas and then just be like, don't worry, I remember. This is a very good idea. Remember, I'll work on this thing, I'll work on this thing. And maybe the next day something will happen to me. In fact, the next hour, the next minute itself, something will happen and I will just forget the whole idea. Because life happens, life definitely happens. But when you put on a pen and a paper, when you write it on paper, you can always go back to it and then reflect on those things. Now, as important as it is to jot down your thoughts, your ideas, I also feel that it's important to also jot down the purpose for those things. Jotting down the reasons or the purpose for the ideas you have also helps you remember when it's time for you to reflect on those notes, right? Why you even put them down in the first place. Now, for example, you can just say, oh, I have this idea to build a factory. When you go back to read that note and then you just see on the note, my idea is to build a factory, without clearly stating exactly what the factory is for, what the factory is about, what you're going to be producing in the factory, what you're going to be doing in the factory. In fact, why you want to even get start the factory in the first place. Sometimes it can just be very confusing. Like, oh, why did I even say I wanted to build a factory in the first place? Am I okay? Why? But when you like, I think the term is to take detailed notes or to make detailed notes. Like, don't be in a hurry. Sit on that thought and actually take a detailed note about it, down to why you are saying you want to do that thing, to why that idea even popped up in your head, down to how that thought came into your head, like what happened before that thought came into your head. Like, it will help you a lot when you're going back to revisit those notes. Okay, guys, so we finally come to the end of this video. I'm so happy I shot this on my, I almost said my age. On my birthday today. I'm so grateful to God. I'm thankful to God that I got to see this new year. I'm so happy. Most of the things I plan to achieve before this my age, right? Or at this my age, God has helped me so much that I've been able to actually achieve them. And I'm super grateful because it's not by my power. It is not, definitely not by my might. And I'm super grateful to God. Thank God for everything, for love, for family, for friends, for relationships, for my besties, you guys. Hi, God, for everything, for everything, for everything. This new year definitely has a lot in store for me. I know. God. I already know. Some of them I know myself that, oh, this is what I'm going to face this year. I know. By God's grace, He'll keep on keeping me. And as I'm learning these things, I'll definitely be coming to share them with you, because what are besties for? Subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment, wish me a happy, happy, happy birthday. If you have any thoughts about what I said in the comment section, please share with me. Let's talk about it. Also, if you have any video ideas that you like me to make videos about, please drop it in the comment section. Talk to me, or you can go to my Instagram and send me a DM at Awele Special, and I'll be there definitely to reply your DMs and just gist, interact one on one. Enjoy yourself and happy Children's Day. Bye. Mwah.